Have you ever sent a text and then immediately become a full-time detective? You send, haha, no worries. And then 5 seconds later, your brain goes, was that too many dots? Why did I use a smiley face? Do I sound passive-aggressive? Should I have said all good instead? And now you're in a forensic investigation over a message that took 7 seconds to type. If that's you, welcome. You are not crazy. You are human. And today we're talking about why text messages can turn otherwise normal people into anxious little FBI agents. Because here's the thing. Most people think they overthink texts because they care too much. But usually it goes deeper than that. Texting removes the stuff your nervous system relies on. No tone, no face, no timing cues, no little smile to soften a sentence. It's just words floating in space like tiny emotional grenades. So your brain fills in the blanks and your personality plays a huge role in what it fills them in with. If you're more sensitive to rejection, silence feels loud. If you're highly conscientious, one badly worded message can feel like a social crime. If you're emotionally intense, a K can feel like a declaration of war. And if you're more independent or avoidant, you might overthink in a different way. Not, do they hate me? But, why am I even in this conversation? Same phone, same app, very different internal movie. Here's what makes texting such a perfect overthinking machine. It gives you just enough information to react and not enough information to relax. A delayed reply could mean they're busy, they're driving, they're in a meeting, they saw it and forgot they're tired, they're thinking, or yes, they might be annoyed. But the overthinking brain doesn't stop at maybe. It goes straight to season finale. And let's be honest, modern texting culture is weird. We're all pretending to be casual while staring at our screens like Victorian poets in emotional distress. Scene 9:42 p.m. Fantastic. I shall now perish dramatically. Now, this is where the personality angle matters. Overthinking text is rarely just about the text. It's usually about what the text touches. Maybe it touches your need to be understood. Maybe it hits your fear of being too much. Maybe it pokes an old wound, being ignored, misread, criticized, replaced. So the message becomes bigger than the message. That's why one person reads sure and thinks great. Another reads sure and hears absolutely not. And also, I resent your existence. Same word, different nervous systems, different story. And here's the blind spot. When you overthink texts, you think you're preventing pain. You tell yourself, if I analyze this enough, I can avoid rejection, embarrassment, conflict. But most of the time, overthinking doesn't protect you. It just makes you suffer early. You feel the pain before anything has even happened. Pre-rejection, pre-conflict, pre-humiliation. It's like paying emotional interest on a loan you might never take out. So what actually helps? Try this. Separate the facts from the story. Fact, they haven't replied in 3 hours. Story, they're losing interest. I was too much. I ruined it. Fact, they said okay. Story, they're angry, distant, and secretly discussing me in a group chat. Your brain is allowed to tell stories. That's what brains do. But you don't have to treat every story like evidence. Second, check your state before you check the message again. Are you tired? Lonely? Already anxious? Feeling rejected from something else? Because sometimes the text isn't the trigger. It's just where the feeling landed. And third, if you can, communicate like a grown-up with a slightly wounded inner teenager. Meaning clear, warm, honest. Not, I'm fine, haha, while spiraling into another dimension. Something as simple as, hey, just checking in. Tone is hard to read over text, and I wasn't sure how you meant that. That one sentence can save you hours of private courtroom drama if this episode hit a little too close to home. Same. Overthinking text doesn't mean you're needy or dramatic. It usually means connection matters to you, and your brain is trying, badly but sincerely, to keep you. The goal isn't to become someone who never cares. It's to become someone who cares without catastrophizing. And if you want to understand your deeper pattern, why you overthink, withdraw, chase reassurance, or shut down, take the Personality Peak quiz at personalitypeak.com. You might not stop analyzing texts overnight, but at least you'll finally know why your brain turned scene into a 14-part documentary. See you in the next episode.